Okay.
Now I gotta pick this thing up. Damn it. I'm really trying to kick cussing, guys. I'm trying not to swear as much anymore. I'm uncomfortable with the trend that I've grown up with, guys. Sorry to sidetrack. What up, YouTube? My name is Riz Ill, and today I am gonna be reacting to another NOFX song. I believe I reacted to NOFX like a couple months ago, bro. Time is just flying, bro. I don't know. When you're young, time just flies everywhere in all different directions at once, and you never know when is when. And I'm afraid of when I get old, because every time I see old people or older adults talk about like how time has flown away, time is a bandit, time 1 2 3 4, I'm like, all like this time that I'm using up, and not exactly wasting, I'm trying my best. Like, when is it all gonna be gone? Because right now it feels like I'm moving through infinity, but one day infinity will end. It's very strange. But yeah, it's been maybe a couple months or so since I reacted to this. This was suggested by at Firacoca03. Let me just give him a shout out first. He suggested after I reacted to that first NOFX song, I might want to take a look at another one, and this one is titled is it Laurie? Wait, Laurie. Wait, 1 minute. Laurie Myers live. It's the lyrics. I'm going to be reading the lyrics as the song plays. And this one, I think it's dedicated to I don't know, two individuals, a male and a female, who grew up together, and they basically went through like a bunch of like what? They basically went through all the different phases of adolescence together, including like being in a relationship, both emotional and physical. And I think they fell apart some way through it, and then like the next time the guy actually saw her, she was in porn. I've never experienced that shit, but I'm interested to see this character's take on it. So, hey man, without further ado, let's get to it.
Lori Myers used to live upstairs. Our parents had been friends for years. Almost every afternoon we'd play forbidden games. At 9 years old, there's no such shame. It was in recognition of all things that brought me back. Familiar markers flashed across the screen. I bought some magazines, some videotape scenes, incriminating acts. Thought that I could save. Who the hell are you to tell me how to live?
Okay.
I gotta sell my body. I'm gonna sell my time. I ain't no Cinderella. I ain't waiting for no prince to set me on track until just now. I was doing just fine. And on I know what degradation feels like. I put it on the floor of the factory where I once worked before. I took control. Now I answer to me. Every decade I make it through the winning where I place. Where's the problem? Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow, that girl can.
Okay. I was a little bit surprised at how short it was. I guess it was like early what when NOFX like prominent, or like when were they doing that well in terms of the scene that they were in? Was it early 2000s, late 90s? I forgot, guys. It's been a couple of months. Um, but I guess this was like a like the SoundCloud era thing of like short songs, where like before the SoundCloud era, hip hop used to just do like regular songs, and then in the SoundCloud era, artists like Triple X Tentacion came about, and they popularized doing or releasing short snippets of songs that they were yet to complete or to complete, and then they'd release them like full songs. They'd release them like that was the full song, and it was just like a very short snippet. But eventually, it became an art form to make a song in the span of like 1 minute, 1 minute 30, 2 minutes the longest. I tried to do that early on in my underground career too, to see how effective it was, and it was quite effective. But me, I'm more of like a very like I'm more of a writer, so my songs were like the shortest I could go was maybe 1 minute 45. It would be a miracle 1 minute 30, because before and after that I would do like maybe my like the minimum amounts like I would go in terms of like a short song was maybe 3 minutes to 2 minutes 30, and then the rest are like maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is like a SoundCloud era version of like the SoundCloud songs. You know, those 2 minute, 1 minute songs or whatever. Um, so many thoughts are flying through my head in terms of this whole thing. Okay, so wait, he had a situation. I hope I don't forget anything. He had a situation with like a chick that lived like upstairs in the apartment building. They used to, you know, I got a little bit about that, guys. I'm gonna reveal something that, you know, when as time goes by, you sort of like you sort of are not are less touchy about the stuff that's happened in the past, and you can just like reveal it like fuck it, it won't hurt me now, it won't hurt me in the future, it happened, and it's not like that big of a deal, and can no one do shit about it. It's my fucking life. Shit, I'm cussing again, and I don't answer to anyone in terms of this thing except for God. It's not bad. uh, but yeah, I had a situation like that too with my my landlord's daughter when I was like around that the age of like 7, 8, 9, nah, 8, 9. No wait, how old was I when I was fooling around with my landlord's like daughter? Like back then, I was still in Kenya back then. But yeah, we were doing the same shit at that age. You know, we were doing the same shit at that age in terms of like cause I honestly, as kids, you're not even fueled by puberty or hormones or whatever. You just like you like each other, and then you trying to emulate what you saw in the movies. So it's not like I was getting a boner or whatever, or it just happened. And yeah, at least benefit of it is we were too young to have sex. We were too young to even understand what sex was or what sex is. So at least at that age, I didn't. But yeah, so I had a situation like that. That's why I recognized it. I was like, "Oh shit, I've been there." And I guess he had early on they were together and they did these type of things, and then she grew up, and then she sort of like due to things that she went through, maybe I heard that thing where they mentioned she went through like a very bad thing in like the factory floor, or in the factory that she worked. Maybe she was abused by her co-workers, one of her co-workers, or her superior. And then now yeah, I think so. And then now she said like, at least now I have control of the situation, and I'm getting paid for it because I'm so scarred by something like that. I think it's a testament to her character. We all know girls like that who are like honestly like so trusting and so free and so like loving, and then the world sort of takes advantage of them. I knew like a lot of girls like that, like especially in high school, that even now I regret that I didn't take a part of it intensely. But you know, those type of girls who just let you like hold them or touch them or whatever, they just so like free and stuff, and then like low key like horny boys like abuse them. I never did anything, but I feel bad that I didn't stand up and like say like, no, this is wrong, like we should protect her and all of that, because now as you grow up, you know you know more of the difference between right and wrong, and we all know girls like that. So yeah, this is a girl like this, I'm guessing, and she went through what she went through on the factory floor. It's sort of reminiscent. Who watched that Marilyn Monroe movie by Anna de Armas? I had to watch it because I was so interested in it. and it's sort of like that scene where she auditions for parts as Marilyn Monroe, and then the guy says he won't basically give it to her unless she gives it to him, and he's sort of like she just he does her over the table, bro. Like he basically doggy styles her and abuses her, and in turn he gives her the role. So yeah, women do go through intense shit like that, and I feel bad for them. But yeah, man. Oh, you know what? It's also reminiscent of. I'm getting so many references in my head. It's also reminiscent of Kendrick Lamar's "Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst." The second verse, it's such a great song. It's probably one of Kendrick's greatest songs ever. It's one of the greatest hip hop songs ever, guys. You should listen to it. Kendrick Lamar, "Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst." It's off of Good Kid, Mad City, another legendary album. And in that song, he's basically talking in the spirit of all the people that he grew up with, like the people he grew up with in the hood, in the neighborhood, his friend who got shot, maybe the girl in the neighborhood who ended up being a prostitute, and then he speaks in his spirit himself, and like in the second verse he speaks in the spirit of the girl who ended up like growing up and being misused and abused and turned into a prostitute, and it's she, and the way he spoke in her, like in terms of like what things she would say, it's sort of reminiscent of what this girl said, you know. Like, hey man, a lot of girls really go through. I feel bad for them in terms of this, in terms of the physical shit, you know what I'm saying? Because like, yes, guys go through physical like abuse and all too, but not to the extent of women, especially since women, a lot of like the chances and opportunities the world gives them heavily depends on their looks and how they represent themselves. Looks is such a big thing in a woman's world. So hey man, pray for the women out there. All in all, it was a dope song, man. And like his whole thing of like he thought he could save her and all of that. Listen, dude, I can't even save my friends. But I guess it's too late. Like, this song is old, right? But I can't even save my friends, guys. Like, forget the girls that I liked and I tried to save, you know, or the girls that I wanted and tried to save and I couldn't. I can't even save the homies, you know. And that's not like a woman thing to look at women and say, you women, you just don't think or whatever, or you women 1 2 3, because even guys don't listen. I can count on my I can't even count it with my fingers, like on one hand, how many times like I told my guy friends 1 2 3 would happen and they didn't listen and they were very stubborn, and then they came back with their tail in between their legs, and I never want to speak about that woman again. Don't talk about that girl. I don't want to talk. You know, it ended up being that type of situation where it's like, the nigga got hurt and he didn't listen to me. But yeah, you can't save someone who's going down a path and they've set their mind to it, you know, in terms of like some of this shit. You can't always save them. You can say what you can, but after that, you pretty much have to let it ride. Look at God and say, God, yeah, dude, watch this situation. Let your will be done. So, all in all, I enjoyed this song. I enjoyed everything about it. Viracocha, thank you. I pronounced the name right in the beginning. Thank you, dude. Thank you for this suggestion, and I enjoyed myself very much. Yeah, that's been me. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notifications, and y'all have a wonderful day.
You can tell them all it's way too late. Way too late. Way too late. I'm killing them raw. If I'm a Christian, then why can't I have my DR? Barrel got hit with the saw. All not for war, but now they wanna be all for 'em and all of their wins. Stacking the wins, and I'm never gonna mess up.